Okay, so I'm going to give you a synopsis of an update from the weekend to now. We have people that says my child's father's name, which is my first one, which is Charles Ray Thomas II. We all know in 2020, especially to 2022, 23-ish, in Springfield, Illinois, there was things that they people would just bring out publicly. These things are unnecessary to bring up now because they've all hit a U.S. courts. They were heard in Los Angeles, California, allegedly, and in other U.S. courts. So these things are kind of like it's like nonsense, but it's not because allegedly people were promised things that they are now possibly doing litigation on in a civil suit. These civil suits are not in the state that I am in, that I know of, but we do know for sure they were in a city and state that I did to visit. Now, I don't know how I associate with them, but I do know that there is an association to someone in my family, and I don't want to touch that because it and it is in the Supreme Court justice on the West Coast. So these are people that I don't talk to, that I have no association with, nor do I care to really engage with on basis of it's none of my business. One of the litigations I can say, or was going to be a litigation, was a clothing line. I am still trying to do a clothing line with my retail store. As you know, my company is Guy and Pulley LLC. That's retail. We'll be doing, linen, bedding, and we'll do custom shirts. So it's not going to be like a clothing line where we're going to put out like, ooh, like all fancy. It's just little things in contracting with the state prison system and county for doing linen and certain things, undergarments for inmates. So these things have already went through, already approved. We just haven't gotten started. Allegedly with family members based on stupid stuff like um, custody. That's one I am. It's just ensuring grandmother's rights. And month that was requested by my little angel babe. And they asked the judge if they can come with me as they did 1 month and let me know sternly. I get 1 month with my little bugs, as I call them, the little just tiny bugs that I love so much. So these are things that are supposed to be in play already, but for some reason, as we all heard from somebody, we have one other part of my family that I was like, hey, I've been with my this side of the family all my life. My mother had entered paradise, and we are moving along. I want to see how this family is before I start opening my business and I go dig my feet deep in the sand and mud and just see how they are. See, get to know some of my traits that I got that I'm like, hey, I don't get that trait from you, or I didn't get that from your side. Let me see what it's like on the other side. Unfortunately, I had to end that 12-month journey due to just behaviors and just things that we see as red flags. We know who's doing it. It's in court and it is an investigation. So I'm not going to speak on it. But I don't have association on either side um, based on I haven't done so getting to learn them and getting to know them is part of my life journey that we had to halt because for some reason we just don't have just community just doesn't know how to just mind their business. So lately, and as of late, it is true and it is facts. We have their family outing everything around the dang world about them because they just can't seem to mind their business. We love it, but we don't because it still causes discord and it becomes a of just nasty sauce. So now I had to say I have to walk away from some because it comes down to a lot of severe allegations and allegedly severe speech that has been documented and called on, which is normal. That's called the mandated reporter status, and there's nothing that we can do. We could just sit, observe, and watch. But in any investigation, this is just rule of thumb. In any investigation, you want to sit down. You don't want to get involved, but you want to watch, listen. You want to just see what's going on because you don't associate yourself on the basis of you can get in trouble. And that's where I'm at now because we're like, where did this come from? How did that happen? And this is actually my first round of trying to get to know this side of family. And of course, in fashion, they say, you're a millionaire. We want to be in your family. We want to be into your family. Your family's going to be millionaires. Well, I'm going to be honest. They heard something in Los Angeles, California, and it's true. They did hear it. And yes, you got leeches. You got a lot of people that's going to leech on and right, they're going to attach right to you. I have the transcript, we have the audio, and it's disheartening because no one is going to know the real you, the true you, because you're coming in knowing what you know and what you heard. And they know and heard too. So it's all an illusion on why they want to be in your life. I have kids in my belly. I want my kids not to be involved in none of this mess. We will be doing a relocation packet, which we know will be approved. Checked 99 times for any federal investigation. I suggest you guys do it too, since some of you guys are requesting a relocation package. I'm doing this publicly so you know that I did hear it, and I am actively trying to seek who else I can partner with for referral processes. Um, and I've heard you loud and clear. I know the city, I know the state. We just need to make sure that it's there's no federal investigation on you. I'm clear 110%. We all seen on TV that they had to de-escalate a family member on allegations and actions. So, in order to de-escalate, instead of saying you lied, you lied, you lied, while we have other people, we have a war going on right now, and instead of saying this person lied, we're like, hey, just tell them what they need to say. This is how I am. Say what you have to say so that they can move on. I mean, it makes no sense. These are things that went through court. It's over. I came back after the settlement so we can all go to a different location. We can settle up and we can then go about our ways. Unfortunately, they allowed some people to penetrate their circle. And well, this right here is the madness, the cesspool that happens when you allow these people to penetrate your circle. I still remain the way that I am. I enjoy solitude. I do not like friends of friends of friends. I do not associate like that. I'm not a social person. So now all of a sudden I have all type of people that attach themselves, even including the Arabic community, which I'm like, girl, please, since when? And even a guy that's Arabic that's like, I know you. No, you don't. You have no clue who I am. Then I got people that says that you talk to people in there in India. Never. So this is just a word of the wise. People will attach yourself when they hear that money's involved to say, can you help us? Will you help us? Will you? I know you. You're my friend. We're friends. We're not friends. We're not even acquaintances. I don't even know you. You heard the name. You heard that settled up. And here we go. We're all family. No, we're not. Now, if you don't know, but you need to know, because I will tell you, part of any process in life, I accept, I choose, and I relinquish people from our from any circle of life that I have, that's business, personal, love, it, anything, any circle of life, religion. So I'm going to tell you, I'm Roman Catholic. I am born into the Methodist religion, and I went Seventh day Adventist for years, and I have accepted the Roman Catholic faith and will not move, will not budge, and will not accept anything but what I feel I deserve. I am not from the Muslim faith. I am not from the Nation of Islam. I am Roman Catholic. So I've heard all kind of crazy allegations. That one I laugh at because child plays. I had just compared scripture, as we call it, from the Quran to the other Bibles. The Quran has a different explanation, and ours has another definition, and another one has a different. And I'm like, whoa. And that's even to the Kingdom Hall where I went to Mount Shadows when I was a teenager. See, you guys really should sit down and know that saying that you know me, you don't. Saying that you like me, you never will. Saying that I dated you, how so? I'm asexual. That means that I will pleasure myself before I will find pleasure within another person. Saying that I would date African American only, everybody knows I will not. Everybody knows the races that I date. Everybody knows that one, if I date somebody, they will never speak of it because they know silence. If I talk to you, they know to never speak of it. They know that dating an Arabic, no, not on the list. Being friends with an Arabic is only at both husbands' approval. And that's my husband and their husband. That as at their approval. And that's very hard to do because we're all about family. In a social circle, most likely not, because they have a lot of tradition and traditional things they do within their community. So we don't ask a lot of questions. They don't have to stop and they don't have to be gawked at or looked at. My circle is, if you haven't heard it, and it's not us being racist or prejudiced, it's black only, married only, entrepreneurs. We're trying to associate within the circle so that we're not so anti-circle, anti-social within, the community of entrepreneurs. It's not for marketing. It's just, there's a lot of us that are entrepreneurs, are starting up to be entrepreneurs. And the one thing that we do is we do not socialize. We throw everything in the pot, and we could throw everything in the pot for our family and our business. So, Caucasians, We haven't associated y'all yet, but it's already said Black only entrepreneurs and married. And it's an approval process with all of my friends because we are all the same. We are all in the same career. We are all the same. We have the same personality. We like the same things. We dislike the same things. We might have different opinions on certain things, but we listen to each other. We don't accept just anybody in friendship or even communication. Doing these videos is that's kind of crazy. But we have to give the world and the judges a synopsis of what they already know from being around myself for the last 15 years. Now, you heard publicly that I lied about something. That's how you know, because I made a statement that all my evidence I sent to the White House, which I did. I faxed it to the White House, Washington, D.C., 4 years ago. I don't do statements now. Right now, I counted three people. They have two that they are surveillancing. The third one, not so much. They already have them looked at for identity theft, and they'll be incarcerated. Be put in prison. Um, that we found that, hey, no one told you to do it. You did it yourself, and you continue to. You don't never use a credential of someone that's going to be a peace officer, federal agent, or even has a federal contract. That's a major felony. It's 18 years in federal prison. We all know this. We went through this in Riverside and San Bernardino, California, and we think our attorneys, as well as Homeland Security and some other federal agents, that explain this to the whole community. Do not use her name. Do not use it. Don't do it. She's part of our crew. She's part of the coworker. Don't do it. It's 18 years federally. Don't lie on her. Don't use her name. Don't say she was somewhere that she wasn't. She's under the peace officer. She's she's under federal. She got hired. She got approved to work only 1 year break because of hiring fees. And they had to get the city and state back up due to COVID. So you guys need to stop. We're going to let you have at it. They already proclaimed it before the news out here. She didn't lie about anything because she didn't testify. It was our investigation. We was there. Only thing that she gave or that she had input on was the evidence she submitted, which was cell phones, actual planner that had evidence of things that was called in, evidence of things that was going on that she's seen, or or she had footage. She had postings that was kind of odd. Whatever it was, these aren't accurate accounts, but it is too. So I guess the evidence lied. So somebody is using my name in my identity and writings. I don't write. I do videos. If I write, it's going to say, please get to this. I did ask civil rights for a specific amount of money from my settlement because I did settle and I put it into court. So I did not send that to y'all. I want to see I want to see what happened. But I did to send over to civil rights a message on Department of Justice. So please, I'm gonna send this over to you courts so that you guys can try to work a deal out to get some funds to me from my settlement. Um, the car, we just made a deal yesterday. One apprehension, which was three, should have been three apprehensions, which was two arrests, one questioning that I received. One car that was run about $8,700, a $1,000 card for gas, which you're probably just going to write a check, or you can give me a provider's card because it's federal benefits. I will accept a provider's card because it is federal benefits from Homeland Security, National Security, FBI, or CIA, or U.S. Marshal rewards. So I, Tasha Montel Pulley, will accept a provider's card for any monetary rewards, even a monthly reward or the monthly settlement that is stated to give to Tasha Montel Pulley in a confidential court hearing that is sealed shut like this in the U.S. courts and also in legislative. I'm going to say this again. I, Tasha Montel Pulley, will accept a provider's card for the rewards, congressional grants, any grants that are personal, not business, personal. That includes federal victims assistance, homeland security settlement. It will be the civil rights settlement. It could be any settlement that there is. I will accept a provider's card for payment, which is part of the monthly installment that has been agreed upon in a document that is signed by two power of attorneys, verbally by myself, and sent in with a signature to the U.S. courts here in Illinois that went outsourced to another court, and that is the truth. So I'm going to give you my credentials. This is where I live. Well, I'm sorry, I got to get my ID. Please do not send over to this address. As you know, this P.O. box is under federal investigation for two reasons. My brother asked for something. He's in a state penitentiary, and somebody else was playing musical mailbox. Please do not send it to this P.O. box. That P.O. box went under federal investigation in 2017, and that is the truth. I'm going to flash it again. The state penitentiary and Governor Newsom play no dang games. They know that I'm clean. I did nothing wrong. So now we're going to hand this over to you. I love you. I do not like giving you guys these updates 24/7. I do not like doing these videos because our stuff is confidential. But I did say I am walking away from some family members. I don't need their drama. I do not know who this Black and Arabic family is, but I do know that they stayed, they were off of 17th and Waterman, and they were in those apartments that my sister lived in. Last name Guy and last name hyphenated Allen. I don't know them. I don't have any association with them. I do not care to have association with them. I want them to stop acting like they know me. They need to stop associating certain things that's on YouTube that I sent in, that saying that I know of. My brother died for this. Is an FBI agent that does it. I don't play no games, black guy. I know you're Black and Arabic. I need you to jump off this case. This is a homeland security case, national security case. All these videos have went to the U.S. courts, the terrorism court, because we knew that you were trying to associate some stuff that now is international. I don't play none of your little games. So I'm gonna need you to go fix your paperwork. You got one more time to tell somebody, especially me, that I'm going to death. You know that I'm going through credentials. You know that I'm going to be higher than you. Number two, you're going to stop associating our family with this Israel and this Palestine thing. That's the reason why I had to disown some of them. Because when I have to go back undercover and go undisclosed, you're the one that's going to be up for write up or dismissal. And I'm sending this to the courts because that's what I'm going for. I asked for 35 years in federal prison for this guy and his crew, but I'm willing to for them to be dismissed and get to prison. That's all I have to say. I'm going to end this because I'm getting a little bit upset, but that is the goal. We do still have problems here in the HUD housing. As you know, I sent in the complaint. The complaint is being rectified, but a lot more has to happen here. But that city, Knoxville, something needs to happen quick. I don't want to send Attorney General any more messages about this because this went to three different terrorism courts. And this is something that we don't need here in Illinois. But that Knoxville, that Kewanee, and Semi Monmouth, and Galesburg, and Peoria, these are the five that I keep hearing. And I'm telling you, please, something has to give. I documented in a message to a 302 number. You guys know what that means, U.S. courts. I asked for some tickets. Please grant them and please send the confirmation because they are not allowing them out. Please, please send a confirmation. My email address is pulleytasha1 at gmail.com or Gloria's Healing Hands LLC at gmail.com. Gloria's Healing Hands at outlook.com. Those are my business emails. Please send it. Legislative, the ones that's in Washington, D.C., you guys already know this has become a mess. Y'all changed 4 times over. That's what they tell us. We don't see it, but okay. We're just going to go with the flow. This is why this is getting goofy. There's another court case that Charles Ray Thomas the second is supposed to bring up. I don't know. I'm asking, serve me and serve the attorneys. No one's going to play his game, but his family, his in-laws, or his little friends from LA, they hear. I know what the request is, but I know what is going to happen if they continue. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss myself from this. As I've called, as you know, it's written 3807. I'm out. I'm leaving this alone. Thank you.